Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy and welcome to episode 6 of the Jurassic Park Yosemite. And today's episode we will be building several enclosures. We will be building an enclosure for the Euoplocephalus. That will be the smallest one. Then we will build an enclosure for the Acrocanthosaurus. And then we will build an aviary where we will use the glitch that allows dinosaurs to be placed in an aviary, and in this glitch, and thanks to this glitch, we will be building also a Yutyrannus Wonderland in there, where we will have a tour that will be nicely bordered with some lamps and some lights, so stay tuned for that one. That will be the last enclosure that we will do. Here you can see me preparing the stuff. And I'm actually talking about the build right now because after last week's episode, I wasn't actually thinking about it, but I was joking that I should rename the channel Jurassic Therapy because I've been talking so much about mental health and stuff like that, which I love to talk about. I don't like. That's just me. What can I do? It's something that will always be here on the channel. And right here you can see me struggle with placing the log. I wanted the Acrocanthosaurus enclosure to have the log, but it's not going to have the log. The log is going to become the viewing gallery for the aviary, but I like the way it turned out. In the end, so here is me making it a little bigger, the enclosure, and also adding a new point to the tour. We'll have another point to the tour over here. So that this way we will connect like 3 parts of the park. As you can see me here, I deleted the impromptu arrival building that we had there, and I am modeling this Acrocanthosaurus enclosure in a way that I modeled the Tyrannosaurus Rex enclosure in my first Yosemite Park. As I said, there are so many nods to my previous park, Jurassic Park Yosemite. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. It was like it wasn't really one of the best parks that I've made, but it was a park that really inspired me and got me back into building when I had my first burnout with the game. It was even before I began the channel, and ever since I basically began the channel, these kind of burnouts have been happening as well, and that's why I started building this new Yosemite Park in the first place, and also thanks to the arrival of Concavenator and Tarbosaurus and the new species. And I decided to make a whole series about it, to make a Speedbuild series, and here we are. So we're moving on. I actually have this whole park finished. If you don't know, I briefly mentioned it last time as well. And with this enclosure, I was trying to go for an elevated viewing position to one side, and then some fencing to the other side to make it feel a little natural, but also there's carnivores, so there should be some level of security, and there should be fences. And I'm also deliberately creating this plateau for the cars next to the lagoon, which is something that I also love to do very much. And I'm placing these placeable trees behind the lagoon so that we have a nice background when we look when we look at our swimming animals, when we look at the Shonisaurus and the Archelon from last time that we added last time. And also you see me adding a lot of rocks, not all of them, but many of them I had to delete towards the end of the park because it became just so freaking laggy. So I started using the invisible fences more, and I'm trying not to overuse so many rocks and so many decoration items, because in the end, nobody's going to really see that rock that's somewhere behind the tree or somewhere under a shrub. So yeah, it doesn't really have to be that detailed, but I just love to make it so that it seems natural, so that it seems really nice. And this is basically a continuation from the Jurassic terraces that we did last time, and this is the Euoplocephalus enclosure that the guests can see from the car, but also from the pavement that's like higher up above next to it. Let me talk about the new DLC that was just announced. I was actually thinking, like, I was thinking to myself, do I want to record this video now, after, like, very fresh after the DLC announcement? I just, like, found out about it like half an hour ago or an hour ago, but I already planned to record this. And I have to say that I am so disappointed that I'm borderline mad. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? After you tease the flyers like every single week, like for weeks now, we have been expecting a flying reptiles DLC. And I was maybe expecting, like an update that would be like coming with it, where the flyers would also get their social animations. And what do we get instead? Hybrids? Like, who cares about the hybrids? If you care about the hybrids, I'm really sorry, and I am going to rant for a while, because I feel like, yeah, what are you gonna do? I will rant about this, because like I rarely get mad about the game and everything. I try to be patient with it, even like with the shortcomings that we have in the game. And the developers have been really giving us like all that we have wanted from the game, like so many things that we have wanted previously. Like we have gotten them. We have gotten well, it doesn't come to mind, but like many things, like for example the infinite feeders we get back, or lots of stuff. Like I cannot for the love of me think of one, but anyway, hybrids. Like we get 3 hybrids that we had in the first game, which is like no new content at all, and the Spinoceratops, which is not like really that worth it. And I don't need a glowing Indoraptor, because I rarely use the Indoraptor anyway. I don't like the idea and the concept of hybrids. I think that the hybrids they were a mistake in Jurassic World. I hate that they are a part of the franchise, and now we're getting a DLC where there's 4 of them. Like, and it's completely unnecessary, completely uncalled for. Like, okay, I need to calm down a little bit. It's just I really like, where is my Hatagopteryx? Like, and Archaeopteryx, and the other one, the other like small flying, and Rhamphorhynchus, and whatever else. Like, I was so excited that we would get a flying DLC. I even planned to build a new a park that would be based on aviaries, and I still might, because it's actually a nice idea. But I am just so, I am mad. Like, I know it seems to be a little, I don't know, maybe if it's childish to get mad over a game, but I was really hoping that like they have been delivering for 2 years now with the game, for more than 2 years, and then this feels like a final nail in the coffin for this game. Like it literally does. It's like this is the first DLC that I will not buy. This is the first DLC that I will not even consider. I will check the animations online on, you know, like on with one of the YouTubers, and that will be it. But I'm grossly disappointed. I'm like, words cannot begin to describe how disappointed I am with this pack. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I should end my rant now because like I've been ranting for so long, but yeah, it is what it is though. So I will not be doing content with these new hybrids because, yeah, I don't really care about them. And as I said multiple times on this channel, I will rather be true to myself, and I will rather do things that I want to do with real dinosaurs that I love than use hybrids just because they could bring me views with the new content. Like, no, like I don't care. And by the way, speaking of the build, I hate how you can never put the path like right next to the wall in the aviary because it always wants to attach itself to the wall. And now I accidentally deleted one of the domes when I was trying to delete the path, and I basically just hate decorating aviaries when they're already built. It's I'm full of rant today, right? I just, yeah, it's been a bummer. I really am disappointed with this entire thing. Like, it literally feels like, is this the best that you can come up with at this point with this game? Never mind. I love this build. I really love this build, and I love how it looks with the lights. And once it's all finished, you will see that because it's the Yutyrannus, and I didn't want the cars to be in the enclosure with the Yutyrannus because it's supposed, you know, like it could attack the car. It could be, you know, like it could be dangerous for the guests. So that's why I'm doing these lights. But since I wanted to have it elevated, I needed to use some rocks too, because those lights they screw up the ground on those levels, and they couldn't be you cannot really go upwards with these lights because for some reason they need to be on even ground, which is like, why? Like, I sometimes don't understand the logic of this game and why things are done the way they are done and why we're getting a freaking hybrid update. Anyway, so first I needed to release the Yutyrannus with the glitch that we have when you set your your aviary hatchery to the filter new, and then you go to your regular hatchery and you select a dinosaur, and you don't even need to select it, you just like click on it, and then you should have the option to release it from the aviary hatchery. It's a really nice glitch that I really love to use, especially when I'm doing like habitats that have different environment like this one. This one will be snowy, that's why I called it the Yutyrannus Wonderland. And I'm rotating the rocks, Caesar would be proud. And shout out to you, buddy, if you ever watch this. And what was I saying? Yeah, I love using that glitch. I don't really like using glitches that much because it doesn't feel genuine. It doesn't feel these are the Yutyrannus. I just let them out, and now I need to delete the hatchery, and go and edit everything again. So yeah, I needed to stop the game, put these over here so that the Yutyrannus don't get behind the bars. It wasn't like it wasn't really that difficult to do, but it was just the logistics of it, you know, like how do you make sure that they stay behind the bars, and that was how. That was really something that yeah. And speaking of glitches, I tried the monorail glitch in the new park that I'm building. And yeah, it's nice, but I don't know. I don't know what it is with me that I don't like to use these glitches, as if, you know, like I feel guilty for using glitches. It's a weird, it's the weirdest psychological thing to be freaking out about, but it just doesn't look good. It just doesn't it doesn't work as intended, and that's why I don't really like it. Like I did the natural boundary on the lagoon, and then I deleted all the foliage because I didn't like how it was sticking out of the water, and it just didn't seem right. It just didn't seem like I wanted to do that. That's maybe where my kind of a dislike of modding the game comes from, that I don't feel like it's genuine anymore. Even though, like, there's really nothing wrong about it. Like, yeah, if especially if we keep getting DLCs like the hybrid pack, like you guys are begging me to mod the game at this point, because yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, the game is getting old. It's getting a little stale. Like, how many times can you create the same enclosure all over again? It's just not giving anymore. And that's the thing that I love to come up with new and inventive stuff and new and inventive designs, but it's all just starting to feel like it's the same thing all over again. And honestly, it's getting tiresome. But the new park that I'm building, it's on the square maps, it's the tropical maps, and I have like I more or less have a layout, but then it's about decorating the guest sections, which takes forever. And I don't know why, but like my patience with this game is slowly running out a little bit, because especially if it's just the same thing over and over and over again. And if you feel like there's nothing new that you can possibly... This is the look from the car, by the way. If you feel like there's nothing new that you can possibly bring to the table, why even try, right? But this is the final look, and don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still gonna be here, and I'll try to look for ways to spice it up. And if I have to mod and get over myself and stop feeling guilty about modding, I will. But yeah, especially if they stop giving us updates, then it's not going to be so risky. And yeah, I was hoping to finish on a more positive note, but that's just my honest feelings at this moment. I love the Acrocanthosaurus. In 3 of my favorite skins, I said I would go for 3 Acros in their lovely new home. They have this island in the middle, and the car goes all the way around the enclosure. We have several fences, several types of fences there, and I was very satisfied with this build. This is the look from the other side, and as I said, I was inspired by my previous build, by the Tyrannosaurus Rex enclosure that I built in Yosemite 1, and this one was just a bigger like an upgrade. It's an upgraded version that I am madly in love with, because it's just, I was so proud of myself with the first Yosemite Park, and then I created this one, and I'm like, why were you making such a fuss about the first one? It wasn't really that good. Like, this is something different. This is something else. So yeah, I'm very, very, very happy with this build. And this is the aviary, where we have the Tropeognathus, one of my favorite flying reptiles, and the other blue one, Cearadactylus. Again, they had an aviary like this in the first Yosemite Park. There was Cearadactylus and Tropeognathus, and they had this like winter wonderland aviary. One difference, there was Changosaurus in there with them, and now it's the Yutyrannus, because like, of course, if you're doing something snowy, it has to be the Yutyrannus. Yutyrannus is just like one of my top 10 favorite dinosaurs. It's so beautiful. It's so well made. And there's still so many species that we could have, right, Frontier? You don't need to give us hybrids. Nobody cares. Maybe except for a few of you that do, but I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. And I would rather give you my honest emotions than being all like, yay, Ancylodocus. Anyway, this is the final shot of my rant video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please like, comment, or share with your friends. Tell me in the comments what is your opinion of the new DLC. And if you think that you will like my upcoming content, please do consider subscribing, because there is more content coming soon. But now, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, again for watching. My name is Tommy, and I hope I'll see you here next time. But till the next time, have the greatest of the days, and bye-bye.